is it just me? Am I a simp for feeling like just getting destroyed sexually by Cleopatra would be like the hottest thing ever?
I feel that way about Sade.
Yeah, but Sade, I feel like would be a sub ultimately.
Maybe.
Is that a stretch?
I mean, Xenu warrior princess.
Sade's hot. I mean, obviously a sexual goddess.
It's a war of the hearts.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a switch at least.
Yeah, she's a smooth operator.
You heard this here first. Sade's a switch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they say.
Yep.
Even though she's really tiny.
Sade, she's a brat most of the time, but sometimes she likes to be a daddy dom.
I fucking hate it. I hate the brat culture
I gotta be honest,
so much right now.
She's a rope bunny mostly, but...
Do you know how many fucking...
Let me check the video quick.
Dumb bitches on Tinder have like Charlie XCX artwork and they're just fucking... They think that they're cool because they like mediocre pop music and protests during hardcore sex.
Protest during hardcore sex?
That's like a brat, right?
Oh, kinda. They're not protesting during it, they're just like protesting in the foreplay.
They're like, yeah, daddy, you can do what you want, but I'm not happy about it.
Not even, dude. It's more just like, you're like, you tell them to... You just did a literal spit take right on my laptop. No, I think you missed my laptop.
No, I missed your laptop.
Thank
I would never
God.
do that to you. I was just deeply humiliated by what I had just done. No,
That's
dude,
hilarious.
what's your take on a brat?
It's during like foreplay, if you're like, yeah.
I'm a foreplay brat, not a...
Yeah, that's
not
what
a
they all are.
penetration brat,
Because
yeah.
it's like what's leading up to it is them being a brat. You're like asking them to do something or telling them to do something, and they're like, "Well, what are you gonna make me do it?"
About Donnie, I give you 50 lashes with your rope.
They're like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna actually make me do that? What if I don't?"
I like the idea of the guy just going way overboard.
Just fucking slapping the shit out of her.
At the elbows immediately. Just like, dude,
You just
this
gouge
is
your
not how
eyes
this
out.
works. Yeah.
You stick 2 fingers up her nose and just yank her.
Yeah. Something extremely painful.
Yeah.
You pull out a snake and just let it bite her. Like, dude.
You just kick her in the pussy.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
All right? No brats allowed in this bedroom.
I tried to do this dumb joke early on in comedy where I was like, the problem with, everybody talks about how like Barbie dolls had a negative impact on women's self-image.
Yeah.
You've heard that.
What about brats?
Yeah, I was like, well, brats had a negative effect on how they act. Nobody ever talks about that.
Dude, how did that not work? Are you serious?
I wasn't funny enough when I was doing it.
Reintroduced.
That's a better way to put it.
That made me lol, bro. That's hilarious. Yeah. Barbie dolls had a negative impact on self-image.
Yeah.
Brats had a negative impact on mankind.
Yeah. On
It had
men.
a negative impact on the human race.
Yeah.
All right?
It's great to just be so blunt as to just be like, yeah, how they act.
Yeah, I know. I like that better. Yeah, what the fuck was with... I don't even remember brats.
They're just these fucking sassy Puerto Rican looking dolls.
like emo Puerto Rican.
Imagine like a Puerto Rican Funko Pop.
Oh, God.
It's basically that.
No.
That's basically what I
It's
remember.
a churro, essentially. I don't even think Puerto Ricans eat churros.
No, I think that's just a Guatemalan.
It's a caramel apple. No, dude. Yeah, they had... Oh, brats.
Boombox.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here with brats, dude. We should buy a bunch of brats.
Dude,
We should
that'd
start
be
a
great.
Brat collection.
Dude, if we gave away brats at like...
At our rallies.
Yeah. First we should have rallies.
Yeah. We should call them rallies.
We should corner the comedy rally market.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Rally against brats.
You get free brats?
That'd be a fun sketch. Is fucking protest outside a factory that sells brats or whatever. The factory doesn't sell it. The store that sells brats.
That would be very specific.
We go to Brat's headquarters and we're like, it's your fault.
Yeah. It's your fault that my girlfriend owns me.
You ruined our summer.
Yeah. I have low T because I'm sad.
I need Kratom because I can't, you brats.
I can't be happy without it because you stole my manhood.
Because I can't fuck because they're all brats now.
Yeah. I can't break through their walls of protest. I'm not enough of a dom to handle a brat.
No, not even close.
What do they call like a really good girl? Like one that doesn't protest at all? Like a sheep. There's got to be some name for some girl that's just like that just like gives in immediately. I think they call it rape. Actually, I think that's
it's
probably
just
not
submissive.
good.
I think it's just submissive.
Anyways, Cleopatra.
There's also a sex slave, but continue.
Interesting. What if Cleopatra was a sub behind closed doors?
Well, they say
Mark
when you have
Anthony?
power in real life that you want to be dominated in bed.
But that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's not true.
I don't know.
You think you think Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they're all just getting strapped?
Probably.
I don't think so.
They're probably getting fucked in the ass.
I think it's correlation, not causation.
I don't know about that.
So you actually think that?
I don't know if it's 100% true, but I think it psychologically would make sense.
I think it would make sense in like a Freudian thing, but I think most Freudian shit's been debunked as like not rooted in science or stats or anything.
I feel that way too.
Yeah.
But it feels more believable than Freudian stuff.
Most of the men, at least I've met, who are like alpha male, like they're got their shit together. They're like aggressive. They're super dom in the bedroom as well.
Yeah.
There've been a few, where it's like, oh wow, I wouldn't have expected that Marine to like,
Yeah.
the fuck girl on top is his favorite position.
Well, that's just lazy.
It can be lazy.
It's like you worked out all day and you're like, I don't want to fuck you.
I think it's so hot too, though. I don't have a sex position. I've never had sex, guys. All right, so this is just theory.
So you're taking it from the expert.
Yeah. But reverse cowgirl seems like a real head scratcher to me.
In what way?
I get the concept of like, oh, it's writing, but you can look at her ass the whole time.
Yeah.
And don't you like ass? But it's kind of don't you like ass, you fucking freaks?
Yeah.
But I don't like the angle of the ass. I feel like the butthole is just so in your grill.
I love a butthole.
You love a butthole.
Love a butthole.
Yeah, man. You're a real holes guy. You're like the Louis Sackar novel.
I've got that, what's that phobia where it's like all the holes and stuff? Thessaliophobia or something like that.
I've never heard of it.
It's like
in reverse.
It's like it was this big meme for a while. It was like not a meme, but it was like an online trend where it was just like, oh, I've got this weird phobia no one's ever heard of, but it's just like when there's an abnormal amount of big holes in things, like a bumblebee hive, like a beehive.
It freaks you out.
People get freaked out by that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or like
Holes
a
are creepy.
very porous hole filled
Very porous
rock.
old man's face.
Honestly,
Yeah.
could be a guy who has like almost honeycomb skin,
Yeah.
shit like that.
But you're all about holes.
Love a hole.
As long as it's not a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a guy. No, good.